Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer. We've got the Tillians on the run, but I wanted to point something out. I was just looking around the map because the map is very pretty. I really like the world map art in this game. And I noticed something. First of all, I noticed this. This is interesting, right? This is not the location of a city or anything. This is just... Hey, it sure looks like a structure. It looks like a bunch of structures. It looks like a... I don't know, whatever. What I noticed that is relevant, the important thing I noticed, is this. Wartbad has a chaos portal on it. So we know that chaos has made it at least this far. This is the kind that can only be laid down by the proper Warriors of Chaos faction. So, like, this is Archaon's people have made it all the way to Wartbad. Also, the vampires are doing very well. They do not love me. But, I was hoping, since their total attitude value is 0, I was hoping I could use that to secure a non-aggression pact from them, but I haven't actually met them, so I can't even contact them. Never mind. Whatever. All this stuff is other people's problems. Let's focus on our own. That's true. I am definitely not researching any technologies. Alright, so Durthu's in ambush stance, and I'm hoping that that'll lead to the Tillians thinking that they're clear and running out. Because if we catch this army in an ambush, we will obliterate them. No question. I don't know what Widrioth is doing. Hopefully they're coming down here to lend a hand. Nope. Tillians are too smart for us. Alright, Durthu got detected. It's unfortunate. This is just plus speed for the entire army. I mean, that seems awfully good. And he is in an army with other casters. So there's definitely a premium on things that do not cost Winds of Magic to use.
Sigma forbids this.
I mean, we just hit him, right? Like, we could lightning strike them and really crush them, but we may as well give Ilario Belladonna's troops a good thrashing as well. Okay, this is pretty nice. Unfortunately, wow, got a lot of stuff there. Unfortunately, he has run away in a way that we can't follow, really. Yeah, I hate that. It seems like after a battle you get to move a certain amount on a certain amount of distance on the map, and it doesn't check for like path ability or anything. So unfortunately, ooh, Eaglecaster, nice.
I live to serve Ariel.
Now she'll be able to get where she's going even more ahead of everybody else. All right, we need to get. Look at all these cliffs, man. How are we gonna get up here? Well, there's beach like right here.
The forest calls. Do not disgrace the forest.
Oh, but all of the beach that's right here is within the movement range of the city, I guess, within the red circle. Because there's no way. Okay. I really have to come all the way down to this. Oh no, see, okay, yeah, it'll let me move up onto land to attack the city through the red thing. We're just going to siege up, prevent them from mustering. And I'm pretty sure Orion's army will beat that garrison plus that army in the open field. And then we'll just let them starve, because we're very good at starving people. It's not a trait that usually you are proud of, but listen, sometimes it's very useful. This guy is mustering for another... Oh no, we pulled our guys already. Okay, let's grab a couple of Hagbane Glade Guard. I think I'm not going to fill up the global slots. I think our other armies may need them in the near future. Okay, and there's not really anything else of great import to do, right? We're just building our third army and pursuing Tillians. Oh yeah, once Durthu's army's back at full strength, we do still have a quest battle to do. Not even because I particularly want the item. At this point, it's all about that amber. If the Warriors of Chaos make it over here, they are actually going to be annoying for us. And the fact that they made it as far west as they have... see, this is what happens when you make... what do you call it? You make military alliances. Well, yeah, that's fine. Enter war on side of ally. If we break our alliance, we no longer get the amber from them. And honestly, I don't know that it is going to be an issue, and I think if the Warriors of Chaos do get over here, they're going to attack us no matter what, because they're chaos, and that's how they do. We can increase the recruitment cost. Oh yeah, these both increase recruitment costs for Dryads. So, melee attack for all forces or melee defense for all forces? Well, you know how I feel about that choice. Alright, I'm coming. We're going to finish Flavio Basso off.
Lord of the Forest.
The army that was in Maragliano left.
Elenil, destroy!
Well, that works just fine by me. It would be better if they were still there. So obviously, my plan here is just to wait them out. But there's absolutely no reason not to build siege equipment. Because if we suddenly get pressured from behind by another army or something, and we have to make a split-second decision whether to attack or bail out, we'll be glad that we built the siege equipment. I might send our man Dertok through here. Let's see if we can get a better look at what's going on with Chaos. Oh, it looks like Weissmund has been replaced by a shrine to the eagle, or the crow maybe. So that means Norskins. Man. When you, the player, don't get... Look at this nonsense. When the player doesn't get involved, the AI, the Chaos and Vampire AIs seem to tend to just get the run of the place. Well, one of the first things that our third army does is probably going to be going to settle Karak Asgaraz. Because that's just free amber right there. We'll have to figure stuff out from there. Alright. We need 11 amber. That's probably going to be like... Honestly, if we're lucky, it's going to be like in the neighborhood of 8 settlements. Yeah, the vampires are doing very well, it seems like. Okay, this tiny Tillian army is not really my greatest concern. Let's finish this job. We should probably focus up on the removal of Tillia. I'll finish recruiting stuff for his army later. We will get to the quest battle, I'm sure. So this ends up being 15 attack and 15 defense. I mean, that sounds pretty great. And I'm not really that worried about his hit points, because I don't think we've ever seen him drop below, like, 90%. He's just an absurdly tough dude.
The forest is whispering, treading silently.
Okay, nothing what we take on these branch wraiths is going to be really meaningful. Wow, we're at +9 public order now? Oh, right, because there's an army being put together in this city. Yep, that makes sense. Then I guess we're not going to build Way Watchers. Let's get some Treekin. Treekin are a little bit on the slow side. We might want some Eternal Guard too, just to be able to move around a little faster. So if we will wipe out Tillia, that puts us at 4 amber. Then we do have Clan Angren we could mess with. I want to keep the Border Princes on my good side. In fact, we should check in with them and see if they're interested in a trade agreement yet. We should also check in with Bretonia, because Bretonia might be willing to ally up. Raid a region belonging to any of the enemies of... You know, Widrioth is already supplying me amber, so... I don't really care about improving my standing with them, if we're being honest. Okay, let's talk to Bretonia.
Do you wish the lady's favor?
Military alliance? Oh, it's not 1 amber for being allied with a faction. It's an amount of amber that's based on their holdings. Then we are like almost done, like really almost done. We're much closer to done than I thought we were.
Greetings. We may not be the Empire.
Awesome. Can we get military access? Fantastic. So yeah, these guys are going to move up to... I bet we can get a military alliance out of these guys too. And since they've pushed as far north as Wissenberg, that might be enough amber right there, honestly. Especially since we're about to get a bunch for taking... Yeah, we might be just about done here. Let's try to wrap things up with Tilia. Yeah, and Woodrioth actually does appear to be coming down here just to help us out. Where did that Tilian army go, anyway?
All hail Colonels. They will die.
Alright, good murder. Solid murder. I guess, yeah, whatever. Reduction in corruption. None of the things he can take anymore are meaningful. He has all of the skill points I could possibly want from him.
Highborn.
Alright, what else do you need? Oh, these guys are available again. Well, then we will probably just slap them into Dirthu's army, won't we? Oh, except, yeah, well, I will when he's back in friendly territory. That'll be good enough for him. So... yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and grab some Eternal Guard. And I'll get... well, hold on a second. Let's compare the stats of Eternal Guard to the stats of Dryads. So Eternal Guard have considerably better armor, more leadership, and more melee defense. They certainly don't hit as hard. But they do have a bonus versus large, and they do have quite a bit of armor-piercing damage. Yeah, let's go for that over Dryads. And then... then what? All the good cavalry units are also only available through the global pool. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Rather than doing this, I'm just going to walk into the other settlement. Yeah, we'll just walk into the other settlement and he'll recruit some from there. Okay, we're getting it. Still got a couple of turns left before the starvation kicks in here. Yeah, if we're able to get a military alliance with the Border Princes, which I think is looking pretty likely, that may be pretty much all the amber we need. So the Tilians had a small army that was building up in their southern city here, and now it's gone. I've lost track of it, which makes me a little nervous. I don't like to have lost track of an entire army.
Protector of the forest.
Okay, there we go. They're mustering out in this forest. Well, we can certainly disrupt that. Okay, here we go. And then we'll also grab some cavalry. Actually, let's get them like an eagle, right? Yeah, I think it would be cool for this army to have an eagle to go with their dragon. And then a couple of normal cavalry units. Okay, Wild Riders with shields are just better than normal ones. Okay. Yeah, we're doing really, really well on money now. Oh, you know what? I probably should be rebuilding. Right, I bet these provinces don't have ports constructed in them. So the Warriors of Chaos are not harassing the vampires. What is going on here? Well, if these guys start attacking our undefended settlements, I'm going to be real happy that I was putting together that third army. Okay. That mustering is actually going really well for them. We should probably interrupt that. Can I reach those guys? Looks like I can. Well, we at least stopped whatever recruit timers he had going. Okay, so they're going to start suffering the attrition damage on this next turn. Yeah, I don't care for this at all. What is Vlad von Karstein doing so deep in my territory? And with such a weirdly small army too. That's the thing that's really strange about it. Well, I mean, I guess whatever. Like, I don't... If he doesn't attack us, I don't really care. Is he going to declare, or... He's running through some territory that's pretty hostile to him. Wow. They just offered me 8,000 gold. Oh, guy, that's not going to help you. Come on, what are you thinking? That was maybe the worst possible move. Alright, there's a lot of money on the line here, but, like, I just don't care about money anymore. Okay. You know what? I bet the final battle, the defense of the oak, is going to count as a forest battle, so it's probably a good idea to get these two things in preparation for that. Okay, good powerful army.
Defender of Athelloren.
Who is the highest level of you guys?
This would break my vows.
Alright, I just want an easy target.
We'll end this. You are wrong.
Oh, wow. Deluric is not the world's greatest assassin. Yep, good enough for me. Let's remove these assholes from the map permanently. Okay, and a Dragonbane gem that we definitely will not be using. It's just 10 extra meters. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't think it's a great buff, but it's certainly a buff.
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are wise.
Oh wow, they have 8 amber worth of settlements? How well are they doing? Hold up. Let's just have a quick look. So they're through to Achendorf. They have Grenstadt as well. They pushed through Blackfire Pass. Oh, isn't this interesting? I thought the Empire was getting totally shredded, what with there being vampire armies all the way over here. But it seems like the Empire and the vampires may have mostly just switched positions. Weird. Well, anyway, let's start building that Oak of Ages, shall we?
Your actions have not gone unnoticed.
Oh.
Dark forces are now massed all around us.
Okay.
They come to destroy the Oak of Ages. Protect it at all costs, for it is the essence of life within Athelloren.
Okay, I did not know that was going to happen. Both of my armies attacked this turn, right? Yeah, so... Well, I'm real glad I was building a third army now. Let's finish these guys up. So hold on a second. Can we recruit a hero or two? We have a couple of branch wraiths left underneath our cap. Yeah, spell singers and waystalkers were out. Well, branch wraiths are not incredible combatants, but it's probably a good idea. So we'll get them at level 8. Campaign movement range up is probably the way we want to go. Okay, and we can trick this one out more for combat. So that probably means giving him magic, because otherwise this army has no way to make use of Winds of Magic, which seems like a bad thing. We need to spend 5 points in this skill group. Earthblood's actually a pretty good spell. And the Withering. I think Beastmen have bad leadership, so reducing their leadership should be very powerful. Plus weapon damage on a bunch of targets. Yeah, seems alright. We'll pick up Flurry of Bows in a second here. So you... No, it's you. Okay, and then we can recruit one more group of guys. You know what? Maybe just normal Glade Guard, because we kind of got to get moving here. Like, we need to get into a defensive position quickly. Although, what do we know about their army compositions? Not very much. It looks like they're pretty light on ranged weapons, probably, though. So why don't we recruit some of these flying dudes? Flying missile troops. There we go. That's a good way to fill out that army, probably. I suppose I could start on a 4th, really. We have another lord available. Another guy with a little bit of growth on him. Although actually we recruit everybody at level 3 now. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I think this might be the most relevant of the traits we're being presented, because he's only going to be playing defense. Let's put him here. Yep, and you're an elf. You're not allowed on the council. Get out of here with that noise. Just being an elf, like that's okay. There are rules, son. We got a society. Let's pick this up just in case. And then we'll go into his green line. Because he has access to pretty good spells.
Master of the Wild Hunt.
Okay, you'll be replenished, like, very quickly. Okay, let's see what happens. 10 turns until the oak is finished. And we ended up at 5 amber above what we needed, because I severely underestimated how large the border princes were. Chaos is actually getting pretty deep here. But the point of me noting that we're 5 amber over is that we can lose some of these outlying settlements, and it's not even a big deal. I am going to... Who's got an army? You have an army. Hey, you. Target that guy. And you. Target that guy. Okay. Dulas is leading a full health, relatively high-tech army. We should probably go ahead and complete this, even though I don't think there's any chance of it being meaningful, just because, man oh man, do we have a lot of gold right now. I'm also going to go ahead and build extra garrison into the Waterfall Palace, because obviously we can't afford to lose it. Not that I think we're in a tremendous amount of danger of that. Hey, why don't you recruit some troops? Why didn't I do that? Okay, we're starting to run our money into the ground here a little bit.
You have orders?
Well, Karak Buftar is not going to allow us to move through their territory, so I'm just not even going to ask. Listen, if they want to make a thing about it, they can fight us. Alright. Well, we're healthy and powerful. Here's hoping we don't get wiped out by all these surprise beastmen. I mean, I feel like surprise beastmen is the #1 beastman strategy. So it's not like... I should have expected this, basically, is what I'm saying. I should have expected something like this. Alright, well... I think Dulas is in a place where he can reinforce in either direction now. Let's see what happens. Oh, actually, we could research some tech, though, right? We have more amber than we need. So, of these, what gives us the best combat stuff? Probably... Oh, that's pretty relevant. My mouse is, like, shaking rapidly here. Okay. Most of these are not very very combat focused, but yeah, definitely pick this up because screw beastmen. Okay. So we could pick up some of those elite elf units since we have bonus amber available. I am starting to worry about this. Oh, is that a 4th warherd? It is. Well, we're military allies with our most powerful neighbors, so they may just come and help us. Okay, we're making some good aggressive moves on these guys. I think we're going to be okay. We will survive this onslaught. It is totally possible that we'll lose something before we do, but... Alright, you guys have that under control. I'm going to move this way, then. Alright, and you're still recruiting. Is taking the underroute... Yeah. Taking the underroute from here is definitely faster. We just have to get up here close enough to the mountains for that to be true.
Hunting.
Unfortunately, Dularic is not going to be able to catch a ride in that army because they are pretty full. Man, I would have been making friends with people a lot earlier if I knew that you got so much amber out of it. Although I guess if I had made friends with people earlier, it would not have been so much amber because I needed to wait for people to get big. Yeah, it looks to me like Bretonnia is actually coming down to help with the Beastmen. That is very interesting. Oh, okay. I was like, why am I being included in this battle? But it's because it's happening close enough to the city that my garrison is involved. Yeah, you guys got it. That looks very under control to me. So, this might be more than it appears to be, right? I'm not going to assume that killing off these visible beastmen herds will end this event. It's entirely possible that there'll be, like, waves and waves of these dudes. Let's just try not to do anything stupid. He says, moving all the way out into the open.
Clear a path.
Wow, he's got Orion for backup. They'll be alright. Alright, can you make it? I don't think he can make it past the mountains. Oh, he can. Okay. There we go. Alright, we were able to get back home pretty quickly. I was a bit concerned there.
The forest is whispering. Going forth.
Wow, all of a sudden we're down 2,100? What happened? Like, these guys aren't that expensive, are they? 390, yeah, it's about 1,000. A little bit over 1,000 between them, which should have put us negative, but like slightly negative. Am I being rated? No. Huh. Army upkeep is my only expenditure. Strange. Well, all right. Let's kill this 4th army, I guess. Oh, you know what? We might have some traits that are affecting things, like minus money output in local regions or whatever, you know. That has to be what it is. Okay, it's not a big deal. It's pretty temporary. But I don't think that 4th army is going to be necessary or even useful. So I think it was right to disband it. Obviously, it would have been better to never make it, but... It is not a good idea to continue on a path just because you started on that path. Reassess. Sometimes you need to stop doing a dumb thing. Yeah, alright, Bretonia coming to the aid of the elves. From what little I know about Warhammer lore, that's pretty weird, but I'm happy that they're doing it. Okay, so those guys are wiped out. We're moving in fast on these guys. The turning of the leaves. Oh man, minus 25% campaign movement range. We sure don't need the regen.
Lord of the Asray. Very good.
You know what? Let's make this a fight with reinforcements, just to make absolutely sure.
Away I go. I thirst for the hunt. For Isha.
I think it's pretty weird that these beastmen have no interest in attacking my settlements, or they're not even raiding us. What are they doing out here? We may have to head to the east, though, to deal with the Chaos Warriors. It's starting to look like they're actually going to get close enough to be a threat. Although we could lose these cities in the mountains. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm actually pretty surprised by how weak the penalties for being over your amber supply are. I would have thought that those would be a little bit more significant. Amber is represented as being such an important thing, and then being out of it turns out not to be a big, like, you know, it doesn't matter, really. Maybe if you go, I don't think I ever went lower than like -1 or 2. Maybe if you go way under, it gets bad. Ooh. I think the beastmen won that battle.
Glade Lord.
Yeah, wow, did they ever. Well, that was the last one of those. Don't run from me. Okay. Let's check out Durthu's equipment, because we've definitely picked up a lot of stuff, and I haven't been re-equipping him. Although we've not really picked up any good weapons. Oh, yeah, don't... Here. Plus 6% weapon strength on a guy who has 600 weapon strength seems like a pretty good way to go. I like giving him a nice high ward save. Yeah, okay. This is pretty reasonable. We also were supposed to be spending a skill point. Okay, finally. Arcane Conduit is such a valuable skill. I'm really, really happy we have it now.
On my way.
Look at the cowardice. Alright, let's see what happens. What?
King in the woods.
Alright, this is the last of them. See what happens now. Well, Beastmen faction destroyed. Like I said, I would be pretty surprised if that was all that happened. So we got him sight beyond sight. You can come down here and get this stuff. it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, let's just grab weapon damage for his army.
Going.
We probably do want to do the quest battle before things come to an end here. Just so that Durthu can be as powerful as possible in the final battle. Since we are going to have to do it alone, unfortunately. So are those all... Yeah, here come the Chaos dudes. Alright, so 3 other armies are up north, but 2 of them are all up in my business. How much time do we have left on the Oak of Ages, I wonder? It's got to be pretty close to done. And while a stack of Chaos Warriors is pretty scary, a stack of proper Chaos, we can definitely repel them just through sheer numbers. Okay, so... Unfortunately, it's going to take a turn or 2 to do that.
I'm on this enchant.
Do I want Awakening the Wood? Not really. Here, let's pick this up. This is a good buff for the army. Probably we just underway into the forest. Oh, nope, never mind. It doesn't go far enough. Okay, yes it does. We had the branch rate selected, not the army there.
I live to serve Ariel. Yes! Setting forth.
Okay, so we may lose the Grimhold, but we can probably retaliate.
Ever vigilant.
I think it's probably time that Daretalk rejoined us. Things might get a little bit difficult here. We'll see. We're at 4 turns on the Oak. Alright, well, not much for it.
Ever watchful. I go.
We can maybe have him try to circle around. He's in kind of a bad position. Oh, what's this? Okay, so they are going to spawn more Beastman armies, or maybe that's one we missed. I don't know why he suddenly became visible. They're moving very slowly. The encampment crawl is an attempt to avoid attrition damage. Which is, it's tough for Chaos, I think. Sure. Yeah, I don't need to be at war with anybody else. Okay, the Beastmen have been re-obliterated, but Brayhards, yeah, so there's just going to be endless waves of Beastmen until we get the Oak leveled up, which I guess means not endless. Wait, yeah, you're not the one who leveled up. It's the other tree man. Let's see if we can maybe get a little bit of... Nope, never mind.
I will hear you beg now.
Negative 45, man. Trespassing on these guys is going to be a real bummer. Let's pay them off. Wow, 30,000 gold? What? Where am I at economically right now? I mean, I could. I don't think I'm going to. If they want to fight, we can just fight. If they were a little bit more reasonable, I might have tried to just go really hard on this.
Setting traps.
Let's try to make it so they can't run. Okay, and you guys... These guys will be our defense force for Grimhold. We'll just come under the mountain at them. Alright. See what happens. Obviously, 2 Chaos Armies is going to be a little bit on the tough side. And unfortunately, the fact that they're winning battles and stuff is going to lead to an awful lot of chaos corruption in the area, which could be a problem for me. Mostly because of the fact that it would mean potentially a lot of public order loss, you know, if it gets high enough. Yeah. Alright, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Otrolio's back. I am not interested in an audience with any elves. Am I not at war with the Beastmen faction? That seems crazy. Okay, maybe this is you know, we get those periodic Beastmen spawns throughout the game. Maybe this last group spawn was not related to my events. It's just it coincidentally happened right after my events. Alright, so he'll be able to underway in behind them. Okay, let's make sure both of us can actually get through here. Howdy. Well, we should be able to do something with this.
Ever watchful, hunter. Defender of Athel-Lauren. The Deepwood stirs.
Man, you are fast. I was not counting on having to fight these guys. But it looks like the 3 northern armies are still pretty far north. We're probably not going to have to deal with all of them. Oh, they're moving into position to do a thing. Really? They're just going to completely overwhelm us? I mean, I guess they have a lot of chosen with halberds and stuff. Well, I can't let this just happen. Ooh, hell cannons are dangerous. Man, if I attacked an enemy in this position, they would retreat and it would take them out all the way around the mountain range. Well, shoot, I don't know if this is even worth running, given how bad the odds are. Maybe we just auto-resolve this, accept the losses, and try to build from it. No, we have to kill them. Even if we lose this, it's important that we lose this by as little as possible. We do as much damage as we can on the way out. Yeah, we have to actually fight this. Okay. Alright. Well, that's a bad result. I'd like to have a little bit more magic to play with than that. Ranald is with you. 2 extra winds of magic. Hooray. Okay, this is definitely a forest battle. Oh. Our reinforcements and their reinforcements are coming in from the same direction. That's not very good. Alright, so our units are going to have to get down there in a real hurry. Let's grab all the Glade Guard. Bind them together for targeting. Let's make my own life a little bit easier. You guys should probably be a group. Huh. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I don't know. This is going to be bad. I thought we were going to do better against them than the game thinks we're going to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean the game is right. The auto-resolve, this could just be one of those situations where the auto-resolve does not do a good job of representing the state. Alright, I mean, basically, we just have to go forward fast, right? Go forward quickly, rather. We need to not leave our allies flapping in the breeze. And we have to get rid of the hell cannons too. If we stand back here, we're just letting the hell cannons move in on us. Wait, there's a button you can press that tries to move stuff forward. No, that's not it. More or less in formation. I don't know what it is. Control shift click. Nope, that is weird. Huh. I know that you can lock a control group and have them stick together, but I need my whole force to do that. Let's, I guess, real quick, look at the controls. No. Battle controls. Oh, they're actually already hotkeys for the things that I grouped for. Interesting. While holding Alt, you can left-click drag your selection to tweak their location while maintaining their relative positioning. Okay. Hold Alt and left-click, not right-click. That's really awkward. That it's a move that you do by left-clicking and dragging rather than by right-clicking as all other moves function. Okay, and they'll... No, they will not lock speed and stay together. Well, whatever. They pretty much have to go as fast as possible because we have to get it on those hell cannons. So this is... I'm, like... I would say almost certainly a bug. This cannot be the way things are intended to happen. This is asinine that we come in directly on top of each other. So this is Malefac's Hellcaster, who is their lord. It would be pretty cool if we killed him. So let's put Orion in melee mode. He is a good melee fighter too, right? Yeah, his weapon strength is super high. He has really good melee attack. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if they're gonna engage in questionable silliness, so am I. Also, our units are a lot scarier than their units are. You can see they're already concerned. Yeah, get that wizard. Alright, kill him. This is very silly. Man. Oh, this isn't pathable forest. That's outside the battle area. Well, shoot. Yeah, all of the ranged units in this army are dead then. Everything that comes through that is ranged is dead. It just so happens that their units are way better at this everybody comes in at the same time thing than mine are. How very suspicious. Okay, the hell cannons are starting to fire. The only ranged units we have to worry about from them are the Marauder Horsemen, which they have 2 units of, and then the hell cannons. If we can disrupt those units, our air units will actually be invulnerable. They will not be able to fight us. So that's got to be the priority. But if I let my air units lead the charge here, we're going to be really sad. We have to get everything engaged and distracted before I send in the air units. Otherwise, we're just going to get... Well, you know what? There's more units of us than there are of them. Yeah, but the Great Eagle and the Dragon have to land, right? We don't want that to happen. Also, Orion is already extremely bloodied. What is happening over here? Is he getting his ass kicked by a wizard? Is that really happening? Oh, this guy is, this guy's a shadow wizard, right? Did he maybe use that spell, Spirit Leech? No, actually, it looks like he doesn't even have Spirit Leech. Yeah, he's just winning. He's just winning the fight. Well, Orion can... No, he cannot. I was going to use Charm Shield. But, Well, he could try to disengage. I don't know if that's actually going to work. We're killing their other wizard. Yeah, I don't know. This sucks. This is a bad situation. How close are we to attack range? A million miles. Alright. I'm going to try to pull my flying ranged units to the side here. And we'll take on their marauder horsemen one unit at a time if they let us.
Smash them!
Oh, the hell cannons. Okay, they missed. Probably the cavalry should back up, actually. Yeah, you guys just go ahead and back up. This is not good. The eagle actually should probably go forward, as should the forest dragon. Let's divide their attention at the very least. Even if we don't necessarily land for the attack. Alright. Because it might not be a good idea to drop on the Hell Cannon crews, depending on how they maneuver their various units. And we're starting to throw the javelins. Okay, here we go. It is now time for the battle. So our weapons... Our missiles do no armor-piercing damage, almost at all. So we do want to just, like, attack soft targets as best we can. Let's cut this move order. Doesn't need to be quite so far anymore. Let's try to get him an open shot. Yeah, our army's going to get shredded. But we got to do whatever damage we can do. How are you guys so injured? Look at all the health. Well, okay, no, they haven't really lost that much health. They're not enjoying having javelins thrown at them from horseback, but, I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, it looks like he has not really left a lot of defenses for his Hell Cannon, so let's go ahead and get him. There's Orion. Okay, Orion can use some of his abilities now. Let's drop the melee attack of all these enemies. I was hoping to get a lot of enemies entering the battle before I did that, so I guess we're getting as good as we're getting on that one. Can I not... I can't select these flyers yet. They're not actually in the battle. Okay, here we go. What do I want to do with these guys? Would it be best to run them up here and just like... Yes, actually that's definitely the right move. Alright, you guys get to be part of Group 2. And your job is the removal of ranged units. If we're successful in the removal of the ranged units, we can use the fact that our guys are at both sides of the battlefield to hold out and just survive as long as possible. And we can probably do a lot of damage to these chaos dudes. Wow, we are not landing any shots at all. Oh, man. Well, you guys have spears. These dudes are definitely large, as are the chariots that are just running forward for some reason. What happened to the other... Okay, the other unit of marauders are right here. Okay, the hell cannons are getting hell cannoned. Cannoned all to hell. You don't necessarily have to be in melee range. Well, we're getting some work done on their lords. If we can get their lords down, one of their lords even, it would be great. Now, you know what? Go ahead and engage in melee. Just hit this guy in the back. Be a total jerk about it. And we don't have another caster or anything in that army. Okay, we're close enough that it's got to be magic time. So we have... We'd slow him down a little bit. That doesn't feel like a good use of our time. Let's get... This is a wind attack. Well, we could definitely shoot it through quite a few guys if we shot it this way. Fall back. Probably. And maybe don't fall back, but just like stop going forward. Okay, does anybody else have some crazy... No, okay. We've caught everybody's bad move orders. Cast, 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 cast. Okay, that did... Wow, almost nothing. Never mind. Well, the good news is we should be pretty good at this stage of the fight. When these guys engage, it's going to be a different story. Alright, you probably have to come up here. Alright, we'll save the rest of his wins for buffs and stuff when we're actually engaged. Let's run the Wild Riders out to the side here. Try to hit these guys in the back. Actually, we gotta be really careful though. There's a lot of halberds in the enemy's composition. Let's actually have this unit of Wild Riders come out to this side. We'll see if we can maybe deal with these dogs and stuff. Alright, that's taken forever. The crews of Hell Cannons are like way better fighters than most other siege weapons. Who's this? This is just a lord. Just a wizard lord. Alright. New eagle. Go fight this wizard. Alright, turn around and get in on these guys. The treemen will help. The treemen will help this hold a little bit. Unfortunately, a lot of their forces are chosen with halberds who are specifically good against large armored units. Like, that is their number one thing. Let's try and disengage these Wild Riders. It looks like they're getting caught a little bit. Alright, plus weapon damage. Like this, maybe? This gets a lot of our guys. Yeah, monstrous infantry is an unfortunate thing to have in this particular battle. Let's try to use our spears to mess with those guys as much as possible. Tree-man from a different angle. Hopefully we can like get some amount of flanking done here. But on the whole, I am not optimistic about our chances. And this is not going nearly as well as I would wish. Please take them down. Okay, this guy's on the run. Fire into their backsides. Turn around, you big idiot. What is Orion up to? Okay, Orion has some of his spells available now. So, big fat vortex right in the middle of the chaos dudes. Hold on, let's do this. Okay, he's getting some good damage out of his hounds. Yeah, stuff's going. Some stuff's happening. I cannot believe... How are these guys still up? Would you please... Okay, one of the Hell Cannons is abandoned. And we're doing a pretty good job of dealing with these guys, I guess. Eagle got charged in the back by the... Man. Okay, that guy's getting run out of town. Yeah, they turned around some of their chariots and charged us, which is a pretty okay play. These guys are not actually that great at fighting. They have high weapon strength, but our branch wraith got totally wrecked last time he stepped into actual combat. Alright, focus here. You guys need to run up. Get him. Okay, that accomplished something. Getting some decent shots in here now. We're getting flanked all over the place, though. There's just so many of them. Okay. These guys are just about actually dead. Alright, I think that battle's actually going okay. The dragon's doing good work. Alright. Okay. Those guys are off the map now. So, we just come over here and rain down arrows, right? Like, our missile damage isn't super high, and it's particularly bad against armor, but it's going to affect their morale to be shot at from above and behind, and we gotta do anything we can. So let's start with the Chaos Spawn. The Chaos Spawn are not armored. We can definitely get some good damage in on those guys. And you know, you put enough shots into something, it has an effect for sure. Okay, the dragon is sort of winning. Could use a little support. We're getting charged over here. I don't really have a unit I can pull. I can pull one of the eagles, maybe? Try to hit this chariot from behind. Okay, I think we are getting him. The forest dragon is breaking, unfortunately. Try to withdraw. Wheel around. Get that wizard. He's in the archers. Good charge. Let's charge over here now. Alright, decent. Decent. Get out of there. Don't let him engage. Accidentally ran over the wizard again. Pretty good. These guys in the back. Yeah, this is a mess. Alright, we just gotta try to finish off units that are close to falling. The fewer of their units there are, the greater the effect on their morale. Killing their lord would be cool too, but, you know, one thing at a time. Alright, the dragon and the eagle, both of which retreated because they are cowards. Ah, man, it's going to be tough for these guys to make a difference anywhere. I'm looking around at, like, where's the place in the map where I can put these guys down where they will do damage and not die, and I think the answer is nowhere. Alright, yeah, come over here. I need to target these guys.
It is done, as you say.
Alright, land on the backside of these enemies. Unfortunately, the moment they turn around, it's going to get really ugly, but charging down on top of them is nice, and the dragon inflicts terror. Where are you? I told you to attack. Why are you not attacking? Alright, is the branch wraith still around? Yeah, we can use a little bit of magic here, buddy. See, our Orion retreated. Almost everything is retreated. No, we're doing a terrible job here. I'm doing a terrible job here. That hits basically everybody. Fire into their backsides. Not these guys. Okay, we can have some effect on those guys, I think. Tree men over there are holding their own. I mean, they're going to die, but it's going to take them a really long time to do it. Oh, look at how many of their units are so close to dead. We just can't seem to finish anything. Yeah, my aerial... Oh, we're running out of ammo. Yeah, shoot. Well, there goes the morale landslide. That is a real... It was especially bad because of that thing where it made our reinforcements come in right on top of each other. Because the number one thing we didn't want there was to end up in a close melee right away. Like, that was so heartbreaking. Alright, well, a disaster, but I don't think there was any winning that. I was really hoping that we'd be able to get one of their armies. I hope they had separated enough. Okay, well... This is bad. This is not great. Okay, so Durthu runs, right? It is apparently the case that the way we're going to win this campaign is by falling back to Athel-Loren and then defending the Oak, which is, to be fair, very thematically appropriate. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to have to... hold out for... Oh, one more turn. Well, alright. So here's the thing. Here's the way of it. If this force of Chaos dudes just rolls up into Athel-Loren, probably we die. Like, if they show up together, if they're united, probably we die. I think we would probably have to have more armies than they do in order to defend against them. One of their stacks is worth a lot. Their replenishment is actually faster than I was hoping. Ugh. But the fact that these guys have to stop and replenish instead of charging straight after us may slow them down enough that we can complete the ending quest battle and pull out a victory just before they completely raise the forest to the ground. So that's going to be the big plan. Thanks you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. We're either going to win or lose this thing, I'm pretty sure. And we'll see you then.